What's up, man? I'm back again. Yours truly, Don. Don the Almighty. Yep. Sorry. I'm fiddling with my hair. I'm trying to talk about today the Mortal Kombat situation. I'm fucking hyped for Mortal Kombat 11. It's a lot of things I want to get into today about the new game and what I think everybody should be looking out for as far as competitive play. Um, my last time trying to get competitive, I ended up not being able to go. But I will tell everybody this that I will be showing up at Evo possibly this year if children. I got kids, but shoot, it'd be good to actually compete in Evo and play some of the good guys out there. But number one thing I'm looking for is what's up with the Liu Kang gameplay, man? It hasn't even dropped yet. I'm waiting on it. Liu Kang's probably one of my most favorite characters next to Scorpion. And I really like the way that they introduced him as far as like a leak, which it really wasn't supposed to be in a way. I don't feel like it should have been leaked that way. I feel like he should have been like the game cover. One thing that I do not like, but I do like, is the fact that they took the ability to extend combos. And to a lot of competitive players, that's kind of like a crutch, you know? You're used to being able to beat the person to a pulp before they even really got in the game. Me personally, I liked it. Cyrax the shit out of you. But yeah, the extended combos being removed was kind of a good thing for me. Mainly because it teaches you just how to be patient, how to use your timing. It'll make a lot of players a lot better, you know. And this game is actually what I feel like is for the competitor, you know. Um, I'm not really big on, other character use, especially the Devora release. That horrible. That's kind of the second thing I really want to talk about because I got into a complete argument about Devora being in the game and is she gonna be the same? Is she gonna have the same movesets or is she gonna have different movesets? Is she gonna have a big part in the story? Is that the reason why she's in this game? Me personally, I don't like Devora. I do like Devora as far her look, which is cool. It's just basically like a gold bug or some stuff. Everybody knows Devora is the queen of swarms, bugs in another way. But I just don't feel like, she should have been in the game. There are a lot of other Mortal Kombat players that they could have brought into the game, I feel like. The third thing is, where is Ermac? Is Ermac in the game? They said all 20 characters were revealed, but is Ermac one of them? Is Johnny Cage in the game? And this is the third thing I want to say. All the underrated players from the game, like I understand they're trying to, give Mortal Kombat a different look, a different feel, make it more visceral and more gory. I don't think you can get any more visceral and more bloody than this. This is a step into the right direction. Honestly, I feel like this should have been done X and then try to, reboot it and actually refine that gameplay within 11. They could have kept the dash because if they don't know what they're going to do to you as far as combinations being thrown or being able to use characters in the game specifically for their use, and for people knowing these characters so well, it's going to be interesting to see every character's ups and downs. It's going to be awesome to see all of this, and I'm ecstatic for it. I've been waiting. I'm waiting hard. It would be pointless for me to pre-order the game because one, I'm not the type to pre-order. I haven't pre-ordered a game since man, that's I can't remember the last game I pre-ordered. Actually, me and my cousin, I pre-ordered Black Ops 2, as a matter of fact, when it came out. And I sold it to my cousin for like $20, which he doesn't know that it came with another case. But don't tell him. He might see it on here if he looks. I mean, he hardly ever uses YouTube for anything, but entertainment. So hopefully this video is entertaining enough for him to know that he had more stuff that he could have used on the game. Sorry, cuz. The other thing I want to jump onto because I'm a frequent player of the mobile game. I've been playing the mobile game actually since it dropped. Um, I think the game could have used the same engine as Injustice 2. You know, this the way Mortal Kombat 11 plays, it fits the Injustice 2 way play style. I like the the intensity that comes from playing competitive on Mortal Kombat X mobile. Not really a big fan of the tap tap tap. Eventually, the combo ender will pop up and you swipe left or right. I don't really like that. I would rather have been heavy attack, and then you have basic attacks as tap, and then you have hold as a heavy. You know what I mean? And then two for block. Um, yeah, I think they could have really took it a step further with the mobile game. But as far as like RAM and other people's phones being able to support that, that might have been maybe it was just them saying, "Hey, look, we don't want to change this game. We don't want to make it seem like you're playing Injustice 2 again," which I would have been okay with. Just don't add the shard engine. I hate the shards. And I want to off subject. Injustice 2 for mobile, it didn't capture me. You know what I mean? I had 30 heroes, and out of the 30 heroes, I had Blue Moon heroes, which basically were like the 4-star heroes, the 4-star tech heroes and stuff. That's where I was at. Um, I don't like the shard system really for any game. I feel like it should have that should have had the same kind of take as the first game or as MKX Mobile. Now, back onto the subject that, I mean, I like the fact that they threw three characters in there just to hype you up for MK11. This is MK at its finest, and I will say that it is MK at its finest. This is what we know and love from MK. The old school, you can't jet up and just start beating on a person. You got to actually think about every move you make, and that is what makes the game so awesome to me. Now, don't get me wrong, I liked X. Excuse me, friend. I liked Mortal Kombat X. It was too heavy for me. It felt like when the characters were like, let's put it like this: when I tried to do extend combos with certain characters that I am good with, I couldn't do it because of just every every character in the game has so many different timing, so many different timing windows, and it's very difficult. With take Devora for example, her extending her combos is very easy, but knowing what move to keep the juggle going is what is really concerned. The juggle for me is everything, dude. I love the juggle ever since it was added to the game, or ever since you found out you could do it in the first game, which a lot of people don't know. You can. It's not as refined or effective as these games, but the juggle and its presence is felt in the earlier games as well. Um, I'm not too much of a big fan of all the combat kits come, even though that is a step into saying, "Hey, this is a new generation of Mortal Kombat. Follow it or don't." You know what I mean? That's what I kind of felt like it was. You're throwing these characters on these people that you just introduced these characters. You didn't, what I mean, break it to the fans softly. You just shoved it down their throats. And this is the Ed Boon, man. You have got to put some super. Now we already had Kratos and Nine, which really made me happy to see as a guest character. Kratos and Freddy, those were cool guest characters. Those were real cool guest characters. Even in the X, they had some of the best guest characters I've ever seen as far as Leatherface goes. Jason, Alien, you know what I mean? Um, I really do feel like Spawn, because I seen that and I was like, whoa, Spawn from Mortal Kombat, that's dope. But I also seen the Bayonetta post. That would be cool too, man. That would be really cool to see Bayonetta step into the gruesome Mortal Kombat. And what role, we're playing in this game now. It's all about competitive. That's what I feel like this game was made for. It's all about competitive now. So if anybody is planning on playing competitively, I would suggest you log in and log in as many hours as possible, because after I seen the release and I seen that guys like Sonic Fox, Ketchup, and Mustard play, that pro gameplay is gonna get nasty, you know? That's gonna get nasty. And there's gonna be a lot of upset people as far as the combo extension goes. Now that everybody knows the combo extension is not there, it's gonna make a lot of people be like, do I wanna play? Do I wanna continue to play? Yeah, the game's cool, the graphics are nice, the style of play itself is nice for a NetherRealm game. I like the skip from NetherRealm 3 to NetherRealm 4 engine as well. I like NetherRealm 4's engine. It's very, very combat. I felt engine was here for the earlier games. We would have Mortal Kombat would win Game of the Year every year if we had NetherRealm 4 engine applied to all the games. And it just puts me in the position to say, if you are going to play pro, please, I urge you to fix your attitude, because the way the game is played now, a lot of you pro players or you amateur players have no patience whatsoever. So a beatdown is what you should be looking for when you play the game. Oh man. All jokes aside though, MK is really my main focus, but I really, 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 really want to talk about MK11. But there's not much to talk about other than the characters, the characters being released and whatnot, and who might show up as a guest character. Um, it just doesn't seem fair though, if you really want to be technical, because and I've been stuck on this part of the argument for a while. The combos. It's gonna be interesting to see what kind of creativity we see out of a lot of pro players, a lot of amateur players, even players online, that don't feel like Evo is for them. Some are streamers. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be interesting, and I know a lot of competitive guys that play games like Mortal Kombat and Call of Duty. Um, I do want to see a lot of creativity. So that's the big part for me, creativity. And you couldn't really do that in the other game. It was just kind of like, oh, this is the combo you need to go with, if you want to keep the combination going, and I'm just like, now the crushing blow, the fatal blow, just the new interacting tools. I like how on one of the stages where Cabal actually shown, there's a mattress in the far, if you're sitting how I'm sitting, which in retrospect it's normal because this is left, this is right. On the far left side of the screen, there's a mattress. If you and you punch and beat on somebody right there, or if a person is just sitting there, they're taking the extra damage from, guess what? The environment. So I like the fact that the environment plays a big part in the game now, and interactions were, yeah, for X were cool. I liked it if blanches things at you. I liked it hitting you with the shield. At the I liked even swinging on the vines in the jungle. Um, it's gonna be good to see what kind of interactions come with the rest of the levels. But that level in particular is what I'm really looking forward to playing. And I gotta say, I've never been the type to say you can take some of the old ideas and put them in new games. And I'll tell you how. In Mortal Kombat, Deception and Armageddon, they had these spots where you could transfer to different parts of the stages. I don't know if everybody remembers it, but you can transfer your opponent to different parts of the stage by beating them or throwing them through certain areas. Now there's the slam the motherfucker's face into a car and stomp. There's, so much that comes with the game, as far as interactions go with the whole. But yeah, that's the same idea as Armageddon and Deception, but it's really really good now. 2D fighting. It's meant for this game. It is meant for this game, and this game is very awesome. Um, I am I am subscribed to Starinsky. I can't get the guy's name out. Every time I say his name, I can't say it right. But he has a very good point. There's a lot of players that are getting turned diamond and X that I was really, really wanting to talk about. Why not just? Oh, excuse me. Why not just make the cards we have already like diamonds? Like the real cool cards. Like I feel like Inferno diamond. You know, and I love playing Inferno Scorpion, and the reason why is because of the Hellspawn thing. Where it grabs you at the end of the actions. Kind of was looking forward to new players being added, or different variations of certain players that don't have multiple variations. I was really looking forward to that. Also, gameplay style, I feel like they should have switched it once again to Injustice 2. It makes so much more sense to go for something new. If you're gonna change and have a full massive update, you should have went the extra mile and stepped into a realm of trying different things, trying new things. Oh, looks like someone's outside. But for the most part, I am really excited as hell right now. I'm hyped. Even right now, I have a whole nother phone over here as we speak right now, and then I have like people from the community telling me about, just keeping me updated, and I'm waiting for this update. This update is gonna be so awesome. I'm waiting for an opportunity to add J11 Raiden and MK11 Scorpion to my collection. I am very much looking forward to this. So, yeah, just your thoughts on this video. Comment, and hey, if I get at least 25 comments, we will do a video about whatever you want. We'll do whatever you want. This is a first time thing that I've ever done. I'm new to the streaming, so please, 20 comments, comment something interesting, and we will talk about it. I will do my best.